MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2025 Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop. Another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Rogers, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second and third now with 2 away. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. In now, Willard Connell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-2.
Willard Connell.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Onto the home run porch and gone.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speed.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rogers is under it, and that's the third out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Rogers.
Mike Rogers.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he will get there to make the running play. And next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Mike Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out to right. Dunning has it in his sights. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Bradley Zimmer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Designated hitter, Bradley Zimmer.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Here's Jonathan Scope now.
The second baseman, number 6. Jonathan.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a flare out to left center. In there, a base hit. Into the box now, Mike Rogers. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Mike Rogers.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. Now batting, Mike Rogers.
Left fielder, Mike Rogers.
He's set and the pitch. Back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and they get them both. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top. Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. Game 2 of the Stepping in, Mike Rogers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Rogers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Travis Jankowski.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rogers has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, Mike Rogers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
Now batting.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
Now batting.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
There's one. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Popped him up. In comes Jankowski, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Rogers. He singled his last time up.
Rogers.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. Ready once again, Teoscar Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a base.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now to the plate, Mike Rogers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jankowski's there for it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. The relay. Throw won't get him. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Jonathan. Go.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rogers moves over, and that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Cesar Marte.
The catcher, number 55, Cesar Marte.
0-1, here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rogers is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Up next for the Rangers, Mike Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Jankowski on his horse. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least. MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Texas Rangers. Game 3 of the ALDS. Next.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Mike Rogers.
Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Lifted into center field. Zimmer is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Striding in for the Indians, Jesse Winker.
The left fielder, number 30.
The 0-1 pitch.
Jesse Winker.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone! Ready now, Byron Buxton. He drew a walk his first time up.
Designated hitter.
Here now the 2-2.
Buxton.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Oh, and he misses it. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Buxton takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3. In now for Cleveland, Jesse Winker. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski.
Right fielder, Travis Jankowski.
Popped him up. Pinder ranging into the outfield. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, Mike Rogers. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Hot shot to third. The second for one. Relay to first in time. Settling in now, Mike Rogers. He singled his last time up.
Mike Rogers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short, hit hard. He's right there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Ready for another shot now. Felix Pedroza, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. This is lifted out to left. Rogers moves over. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Mike Rogers.
Mike Rogers.
First delivery to him on the way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's another 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. Jankowski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in, Felix Pedroza looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rogers sprinting after it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.